You're listening to Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, and I'm Frank because I have to be. We're doing a very special How to Pick Up and Get Laid on New Year's Eve program tonight. We're talking to the man. His name is Will. He runs the website, www.youaresoinmyway.com. He's been interviewed on David D'Angelo's Interviews with Dating Gurus, a CD series. He's also appeared at both Cliff List conventions, and he's here tonight on Frank Talks. Hi, Will. How you doing?
What's going on?
Now, during the last commercial break, you and I were talking about the significance of spending New Year's Eve with a girl, and you had said that when a man spends New Year's Eve with her, she starts to think that this relationship is serious.
Oh, yeah. She's the one.
Now,
it's kind of like, one, you're bringing in a brand new year with her. So emotionally, that's a big thing for a woman. For instance, if you had a couple different girls that really liked you and they wanted to spend, they all asked you could they spend New Year's with you, they asked you that for a reason. Because emotionally, that would mean, okay, cool, you're bonding, we're bringing a new year together, this means this is something for us. By not doing that, it's like saying, she's not that important, for me to bring in a new year with, but...
So let's say you're only dating a girl for a couple of months. Should you take the chance and not spend New Year's Eve with her, go out and try to pick up another girl or two girls? Or should you spend New Year's Eve with her even though you don't really see the relationship lasting beyond, let's say, 6 months?
Well, it depends on the type of relationship that you created with this young lady from the start. Because remember, however you start, that's how the relationship is going to continue. If you started off just hanging out, being friends, having sex, that kind of thing, then you can't change the contract during the playoffs. It doesn't work. That's just how it is. So she knows her role up until that point. So when New Year's come around, she hasn't met your mom. You didn't buy her flowers. So if that's the type of relationship you had, then don't even worry about it. That would not bother her one bit because she already knows the type of relationship that you had.
Now, this brings up another question here. Let's say you have a bed buddy, a girl that you may be having casual sex with, but there's no solid relationship. If you decide that you do want to spend New Year's Eve with her,
okay,
do you think that she might get scared off from the fact that she'll feel that there's a change in the dynamic that she may not want?
Wow, that's what you would call a high-quality problem. You wish you had chicks like that. Be scared off that you want more than what she wants. I mean, that rarely ever happens.
Do you think that they would still hang out with you on New Year's Eve? Or do you just think that even if they did, they still wouldn't think it's anything more than just that one night?
Well, it's like I said, it depends on the contact that you have with her. If you talk to her every day, you got a girlfriend. So she's going to take this is us, I'm special, you spend a New Year's Eve with me, I knew you was going to spend New Year's Eve with me. But if she don't have that girlfriend stigma to it, then if you still want to spend it with her, that's cool. But be warned, it might change the frame of the type of relationship that you have.
And
that's a very important day. Just like if you want to break up with a chick, do it right after Halloween. You don't want to go into the holidays with a chick you don't want to be with, or you think about breaking up with, and then have to deal with the holidays, and then go through the first with a chick you don't want to be with, and you're strengthening the emotional bond between you two, and that's the last thing you want to do.
So if you're not really sure that you want to be with her, or if you know that you don't want to be with her,
just end it.
You have to end it before the holidays.
Yes, sir.
Because isn't that what most guys do? They figure, well, I'll wait until after the holidays because I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to feel bad during the holidays. That's what most guys would do, right?
Do you know how hard it is to break up with a chick after you've had a great holiday season? You start looking at March. Well, there's always March. Something's going on in March.
Because you got to stay together until after Valentine's Day, right?
Exactly. And you start holiday hopping. You just can't get rid of this chick now.
I actually did that once. I actually broke up with a girl in early December just because I knew the relationship wasn't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be free over the holidays.
Yeah.
Because the holidays is one of the most likeliest times that a person can hook up just because the mindset is different.
Yep. guys, if you're going to do it before the holidays. Because you'll hate yourself afterwards if you don't.
So what do you say to those guys who maybe are worried that, oh, I don't want to spend the holidays alone? What would you say to them to shake them out of their frame?
You don't want to spend the holidays alone. Well, my first suggestion is you got to leave the house. That'll help. Because you got guys that don't go anywhere that are saying, well, I don't want to spend it alone. You know, if they're online trying to hook up and whatnot and saying, well, no one loves me. You know, you got to get out the house. You got to go be social. New Year's is the one day where everyone's inhibitions are down. I mean, I'm in New York, and it's one of the coldest cities in the world as far as people go. It's, you know, people have that attitude for no reason. You're going to say, hey, and then, like, they'll flip you off. Even in New York, the attitude, the shield is down, the attitude's gone. People are friendly because it's a festive time, and they're more apt to communicating with people. They want to spend time with people. They want to be alone. They want to be involved with a group. They want to be at a party. And you can take advantage of that, you know, and vibe off of that with them.
Let's talk a little bit about relationship management in New Year's Eve. You had said this before. If you're in a long-term relationship, if you have a girlfriend, make sure you spend it with her, because if you're not there, somebody else is going to get with her. Where would you go with a girlfriend? Do you spend New Year's Eve alone with family, or do you actually take your girlfriend out to a bar or club or a hall party?
Well, the beautiful part about having a girlfriend on New Year's, you can spend it wherever you want. You can say, you know what, baby, I don't feel like being bothered with all the crowds and the parties and all. Let's just spend it, you and I, romantic evening at home. We sit on TV, watch, what's his name, you know, with the ball dropping and everything.
Dick Clark?
Yeah, Dick Clark, there it is. You know, watch the ball drop, and then, you know, we make love as soon as the countdown hits 1. I mean, that's the beautiful part about having a long-term girlfriend. She won't have a problem with just chilling at home or going to a more intimate setting where it's just a bunch of friends, you know, couples, you know, going out to eat at a restaurant or something. So that's one of the good parts about having a long-term girlfriend at that time.
Do you think that you're taking a chance by bringing your girlfriend out to a place like a hall party or a bar or club where she's going to be getting hit on?
Well, it depends on how strong your game was. I mean, if you handled your business right, then your girl will do the work for you. She'll sit there and tell cats, look, I'm with him. Leave me alone. If not, then if you feel that your game isn't that strong, you don't need to have her there. You need to go for the more intimate thing. And not to mention, that's almost masochistic at that point. You taking it to a whole thing, you're going to see every badass chick between here and the West Coast. Just because you went there with your girl. It's like bringing sand to the beach.
You actually, I remember watching you talk on this in a number of your appearances.
Right.
You know, how do you keep a girl faithful? And especially on a night like New Year's Eve where maybe you're not going to be able to spend it with your girlfriend. Maybe it's a long-distance relationship. She's away at school. Mm-hmm. What do you have to do to keep her faithful on New Year's Eve?
My answer to that is the same answer I give to everything. Great sex.
That's it? Just give her great sex?
Great sex eliminates 99% of your problems. I mean, because number one, good sex is hard to find. Great sex is damn near impossible. If you have great sex with a girl, she doesn't even have to like you to want to have sex with you. She could be mad as hell at you. And we sit after you finish buttoning her blouse somehow. Don't think this changes anything.
Sounds like you speak from experience.
Yep. Yep, she will be in denial about some outlandish things just because of the sex.
I had that happen to me once where a girl that I was dating for a few months could not stand me. And she used to tell me regularly. She didn't find me attractive. She just couldn't stand my voice. She couldn't stand my look. But she kept coming back.
Uh-huh. Keywords, coming back.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go to a next commercial break. You're listening to Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles.